night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive, and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Alcyon Park, it has been home to many high school memories in South Jersey, and tonight we add another chapter as it is the 51st Joe Hartmann Diamond Classic Championship game between Haddonfield and Mainland. It's live, it's on BFA. Good evening, everybody. I'm Chris Losey. If you're expecting to see the big powerhouses, Gloucester Catholic, St. Augustine, even Cherokee, you're not going to find them. A number 15 seed, Mainland Mustangs, are one of the participants, and the other side, number 24 seed, Haddonfield Bulldawgs, but they're 16-4. Mainland 14-8. It's a really good matchup. And as the players are getting introduced, we're getting closer to our first pitch of tonight's championship game. How did they get there? Well, how about Haddonfield just rolling through Cherokee, who took out Gloucester Catholic. Haddonfield, surprising win against Delsey down there. Just a lot of fun. And this tournament always brings out the best in these youngsters.
Number 33, Aiden Grasso.
Beautiful night. We had some rain the last couple of nights, but that has finally passed through, and perfect night for baseball. We have a temperature probably around 74 degrees to start.
Brian Hatz, Dan Weber, Frank Curtin, Mike Schuba. Athletic director is Billy Kirk, and athletic trainer is Pat Diaguardo. Behind the plate today, William Fishman, first base umpire, Matt Lawler, second base umpire, Bob Willman, and third base umpire, Frank Burbridge. At this time, we ask everyone in attendance to please stand if you are able. Gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor the United States of America and all those who defend our nation at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem.
Getting closer to first pitch tonight. In this Diamond Classic Championship game, Mainland won the toss, and they are the home team tonight, so Haddonfield will bat first. There's the starting lineup. First for the Haddonfield Bulldawgs, and what a year they've been having as they continue the tradition. Head coach Justin Singleton, big baseball pedigree, pro experience, played at Clemson. And here is his starting nine. Dan Keenan will lead off at shortstop. Adam Ross is in center field batting second. Griffin Clark is the catcher. He bats third. Jackson Geyer is at first base. He bats cleanup. The designated hitter tonight is James Rowe for the pitcher Finn McElhenney. Will Solak is in the sixth spot at third base. Tommy Krukit in right field bats seventh. Timmy Bauman is the left fielder batting eighth, and the second baseman Leo Nelson will bat ninth. They will face Jake Logic. He's going to the U. Miami University commit. Lightning fastball and a wipeout slider in his arsenal. You'll see that tonight. Defensively for the Mustangs, Finn Haynes is at first, John Franchini at second, Colt Donahue is the shortstop, Christian Madamba is at third, Anthony Nodato is in left field, Chase Kamak in center, Luca Bruno is in right. The catchers, B.A. Brady Arena for Logic. And we're ready to get started, and here is Dan Keenan leading off for the Bulldogs, and we're underway. The 16-4 Bulldogs going up against the Mustangs at 14-8. Bill Fishman on the ball and strikes tonight, says play, and the first pitch is a strike. Line to third, and that's where Madamba is. Keenan hit it hard. That's one out here in the first.
The center fielder, number 4, Adam Ross.
Here's Adam Ross, center fielder. Takes outside, ball one. Crowd starting to file in as usual. Always a great crowd here at Alcyon Park. Field in outstanding condition. They worked on it for the last 10 hours. And it's ready for baseball as this one toward the right side. Logic from Haynes, and that's 2 quick outs in the first. Griffin Clark, he is a commit to Babson College.
Clark.
The catcher, and now time is called, and it was by Clark. Down the middle. No, it's outside. Well, we're going to let Fish go on that one because maybe we have a bad vantage point. 1 ball, no strikes. He knows I'm teasing him. Down low, 2-0. Griffin Clark, and then you have the cleanup, Jackson Geyer, on deck. Popped up right side. Is there room for Bruno? And the inning is over. 1-2-3 for the Bulldogs in the top of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It is Haddonfield nothing, and here come the Mustangs on BFA. 1-2-3 for Haddonfield in their first inning, and now we'll have Mainland and the batting order for Joe Smith, who is making his second straight appearance as a head coach in the Diamond Classic. However, it's with a different school as he took Delsey to this game last year, losing to Cherry Hill West. The lineup for Joe: Chase Kamek, the center fielder, leads off. He's going to Quinnipiac. Colt Donahue is the shortstop, batting second. Brady Arena in the catcher. He is going to Frostburg State, bats third. Luca Bruno is the right fielder. He'll bat fourth. Christian Madamba, the third base, hits fifth. Anthony Nodato in left field will bat sixth. The pitcher DH is Logic. And then it's Finn Haynes at first and John Franchini at second base. And they are facing the pitcher, Finn McElhenney. So as I always do, and I forgot to do it for the first pitch, but it was pretty quick. 73 degrees. It's a beautiful night for baseball in Pitman. It feels like it's 80, Pat Rush, as we're getting ready for the bottom of the first in the 51st Diamond Classic. The crowd's starting to file in, and we'll get a shot of that. Of course, Charles Hope with us tonight. He's the best 50-yard line cameraman in the business. He doesn't do too bad behind the dugout either, unless he can elude those foul balls. This one, first pitch up the middle, and gets through, and Kamak reaches. One pitch and one runner for the Mustangs. And here is Colt Donahue.
The shortstop, number 21, Colt Donahue.
So it's McElhenney already with a little bit of a jam. It's a bunt try, and it's straight up in the air, and McElhenney fields that. That's one out. And now it'll be Arena. As you know, Joe Smith is not adverse to trying anything that is unorthodox. steal bases when you didn't think it was possible. He'll bunt and run. So the number 3 hitter, Arena. Kamak at first, he singled. And that pickoff throw just gets through Geyer, but not far enough for Kamak to go anywhere. We understand that we do not have a center field camera. We are working on that as we speak. And we'll let you know when that gets rectified. That pitch in the dirt. Good stop from Griffin Clark. 1 ball, no strikes. So I mentioned the umpires, Bill Fishman at first, or Bill Fishman behind the plate, Matt Lawler at first, Bob Willman at second, Frank Burbridge at third. Bob Willman has some professional experience. Immediately he turned around to see if he was in the way of the center field camera. 1-0. Right side, Geyer's got it. They'll get 1. They will not get 2. It's a good play by Geyer over at first. So Arena is safe on the fielder's choice. And that's the second out of the inning. And here's Luca Bruno. Committed to Division I St. Peter's.
Number 22, Ryan Bradley. Now batting, the right fielder, number 7, Luca Bruno.
Now we have a pinch runner, or we had a courtesy runner. We'll get on that in a second. Here's Bruno. Ryan Bradley is running at first base for the catcher, Arena. And that pickoff try. McElhinney's got a good move. Talked to some of the writers behind the cage. They said it's a good pitching matchup and should be a low-scoring game. So now watch it be like a offensive explosion, right? I just put the whammy on us. Off speed, misses badly. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Mustang has runner at first. It's Ryan Bradley who is running for the catcher, Arena. Chop to third. Solak for the out. And the inning is over. So no runs for the Mustangs. They get a runner on. And after 1, it's no score at the 51st Diamond Classic Championship, live on BFA. For the Bulldogs to start the second. The first baseman, Jackson Geyer, will lead off. Slick fielding in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be Geyer, the DH James Rowe, and Will Solak facing Logic. That one got away from him. We get a shot, though, if you can see down the third base line. A lot of people starting to fill in. That got Fishman. And it's 1-1. And that voice you heard was Joe Smith telling Brady Arena, the catcher, to walk it out, give Fishman more time, but he says he's okay. It's a 1-1 count to Geyer. Off speed, misses down and in. And it's 2-1. Right side, Finn Haynes. He's going to West Point. Solid fielder. And that's one out. The DH, James Rowe, another lefty, facing Logic.
Number 24, James Rowe.
Just missed outside. Two, 1-1. Called strike. And it's 1-2. Umpire Bill Fishman with a very delayed and deliberate pause in the strike call. To third, right at Madambo again. So that's two quick outs in the second. And Madambo's got two seeds hit right at him in 2 innings. Will Solak will bat.
The third baseman, number 27, Will Solak.
A lineup with a lot of juniors for Justin Singleton. This is one of them. That's down the middle. Two quick strikes. Logic drops the curveball in. Got him with off speed. And another 1-2-3 inning for Logic. We'll go to the bottom of the second. There's no score in the Diamond Classic Championship live on BFA. Five, 6, and 7 for the Mustangs in their half of the second inning. No score. Jake Logic, 6 up, 6 down for Haddonfield early. Now Justin Singleton he wants to visit, I think. I think he wants to check in on Finn McElhenney. Looks like some discomfort from the Bulldog pitcher. So now they're going to let him throw a couple. Not sure what it was that was bothering him. Guess we're ready to go. 2 warm-up throws. And now we'll have Christian Madamba. Madamba, Nodado, and Logic here in the Mainland second inning.
Number 2, Christian Madamba.
Madamba at third base has had 2 rockets hit at him. 1 in each inning. McElhenney checks, and we're ready to go. You can see from that shot the line of people all the way down the third base line. That's a strike call. Into center field, Ross is on the run, makes the catch. That's 1 out. Adam Ross in center field with the footwork.
The left fielder, number 28, Anthony Nodado.
Here's Nodado, the left fielder. This one to short. Keenan comes up with it. 2 quick outs. And here's Logic.
The pitcher, number 8, Jake Logic.
He was announced as the pitcher, but in the lineup tonight officially he's the pitcher DH, which is a whole new ball game altogether, which if it rears its ugly head, then we'll have to talk about it, but not right now. Curveball is, I guess, up. That was a good pitch from McElhenney. He didn't get the call from Fishman. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0. McElhenney's going to take a little stroll behind the mound and compose himself. He fell behind Logic 2-0. Finn Haynes is on deck. Don't be fooled by the 8 spot for him. 3-0. Now you have to wonder, as everybody's watching McElhenney on the mound, is there something going on with him? They stopped the beginning of this half of the inning to check him out. Justin Singleton went out there, was satisfied after a couple warm-ups, and that is on the inside corner. 3-1. Now time is called. Joe Smith, he'll use an offensive conference in high school. You'll get 1 per inning, and Smitty just burned it on a 3-1 count to Logic. 2 outs, no base runners here in the bottom of the second. Popped up. Shortstop Keenan. 1, 2, 3 for the Bulldogs. After 2, we've got no score. We're headed to the third on BFA. the top of the third we go. 7, 8, 9. Logic will face. And it starts with Tommy Grockett. The right fielder swings at the first pitch and fouls that away. Right side. And that's a look at the first base side, loaded with people as well. Always a good time here at the Diamond Classic Championship. That's a strike call. So Logic quickly in front of Grockett. 0-2, and got some good news for you. How about that? Center field camera's back on. Got him. That's Logic's second. And 2 in a row. And now it's Timmy Bauman.
The left fielder, number 3, Timmy Bauman.
Bowman steps out. And here we go. This is outside with a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Bowman to be followed by the second baseman, Leo Nelson. We're scoreless in the third in the Diamond Classic Championship. Foul tip, 1-1. Right down Holly Avenue. And it's 1-2. And for the locals, that's where we are in Pitman. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a timeout from Bowman. It's just a ploy. It's to try to get Logic out of his rhythm. Here he comes with the 0-2. That's sprayed foul. And there's a look on the third base side. Look at that. Everywhere. Another 1-2. Chopped up the middle. Franchini safe. He had to hurry, and Haynes did all he could to try to scoop it with a stretch. But the Bulldogs have their first base runner. It's an infield single for Bowman.
The second baseman, number 2, Leo Nelson.
Here's Leo Nelson, the second baseman. That ends the streak of 7 straight retired by Logic. Just a bit upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. The runner is Timmy Bowman at first. 1 out. Nelson swings through that. It's 1-1. Leo Nelson, he's not that much of a strike zone for Logic. One and two. Now you got everything available to you if you're Logic. It's on the ground to short. They're going to get 1. No throw from Franchini. And a fielder's choice. Nelson is safe at first. And there's 2 outs. And we go to the top of the order for Keenan. who lined out the third his first time up.
The shortstop, number 11, Dan Keenan.
One ball, no strikes. Nelson at first and 2 outs. That's a foul tip. And it's 1-1. Here's a 1-1. Into right field. Bruno will have to play it on a hop. Nelson's going to head to third, and he's going to get there. Now it looks like they've got Keenan hung up, and he is out at second. That ends the inning. Tried to take an extra base, and it caught the Bulldogs. 2 hits for Haddonfield, but they don't score. We'll go to the bottom of the third here in Pitman at the Diamond Classic Championship. No score on BFA. For the Mustangs as we go to the bottom of the third at the Diamond Classic Championship. We're live on BFA Sports. Chris Losey and the crew here tonight. Beautiful night for baseball after several days of rain that have wiped out not only the Diamond Classic final, but also a bunch of other high school games in the area. But they'll get back at it tomorrow. Finn Haynes mentioned before, he's going to West Point. But the job he did in the quarterfinal match, that's down in the dirt, 1 ball, no strikes. Finn McElhenney breezed through the second inning, threw only 8 pitches. That's there, it's 1-1. The Mainland side didn't think so. McElhenney always throws from the stretch. Curveball is popped up, foul. And it's 1-2. So obviously on first glance, each pitcher is getting ahead of hitters. The exception of one Logic at bat. This one to second, right to Nelson. 1 out in the third.
The second baseman, number 13, John Franchini.
Here's Franchini. number 9 hitter, with 1 out in the third. Just missed down. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, bottom of the third. No score. The Diamond Classic final here on BFA tonight. A bunt, and it will go foul. Clark wisely waiting for it to go foul, and it's 1-1. That's a Joe Smith team for you. He'll do everything he possibly can. He'll matriculate. It's 1-1. Squared again, then takes it. Ball and 2 strikes. Fastball on the inside part of the plate. Always fun to see cat and mouse when you've got Joe Smith. Franchini stays alive. That one went off of Griffin Clark's mask, and it's still 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the big crowd momentarily quiets, but they'll get up again. The 1-2. And Franchini strikes out on a curveball. That is the first strikeout of the night for McElhenney, and it's 1 out. And we'll go to the top of the order and Chase Kamek.
Number 23, Chase Kamek.
2 down in the third. Kamek grounded out sharply to first his first time up. Ball 1 in the dirt. Nothing to score here in the bottom of the third, the Diamond Classic Championship. 2-0. Stay tuned for the trophy presentation, which we'll have here live on BFA once the final out or winning run scores, whichever applies. 2 balls, no strikes to Kamek, the leadoff hitter. Strike call in the inside corner. It's now 2-1. Two outs, bases empty for McElhenney on the mound for the Bulldogs. And a 2-1 coming to Kamek. And the curveball is inside. And it's now 3-1. Pitch just missed. McElhenney checked with Clark and wanted to know where that was. And he told him it just missed inside. Here comes the 3-1. That almost hit Kamek. And that's the first walk of the game. So with 2 outs, the Mustangs have a base runner for Colt Donahue.
21, Colt Donahue.
He tried the bunt. Popped up to the pitcher his first time up. They throw over to first. Two outs and a base runner, and that pitch is just high. 1 ball, no strikes to Donahue. 2-0. Good stop by Clark. That one was in the dirt and about 58.5 feet. And another offensive timeout. That'll be Joe Smith's offensive conference for the inning, and it comes here in the third. And a good spot with the count 2-0. And the runner at first and 2 away. Two-0 is a strike at the top of the zone. Got to wait till the last minute with Bill Fishman. Kamak at first, he walked. It's 2-1. It's 2-2. So McElhaney gets back into the count. You think they'll send Kamak? They think so. So McElhaney threw over. Little game of chess. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kamak is at first. Donahue at the plate. And that got Fish. There's Bill Fishman. Get a good look at him. The count is 2 on him, by the way. If we can bring that up, umpire hits. That's 2 for Fish. I know he heard me. So we got 2s all over here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And 2 shots to the home plate umpire. Here we go. Kamak is off. And it's lined in the left center. It's a base hit. Kamak is coming around to third. Ross gets it in. They're going to send him. And Mainland's going to get a run as the throw is bad coming in. And the Mustangs take a 1-0 lead. Colt Donahue delivering on the hit and run. And how about the base running by Chase Kamak from first? He scores, and Mainland strikes first.
The catcher, number 9, Brady Arena.
And now Arena, who reached it on a fielder's choice, his first time up. So how about that? A walk to Kamak. And Mainland able to convert that into a run. Fouled away. Arena was first pitch swinging all the way. 1 strike to Arena. Colt Donahue with the RBI single. Give Mainland the lead here in the bottom of the third. Donahue runs. The throw goes into center field. Donahue slips. He's going to try for third. And Ross's throw is in the dirt. It gets away briefly. But Solak tracks it down. And now time is called and a stolen base and an error. And Donahue goes to third. I wonder how they'll score that. But the errant throw from Clark, and Ross came up. And his throw was bad. So there are 2 outs, but the Mustangs now have Donahue at third, Arena at the plate, and a count of 1-1. That's popped up. And it's now a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Lined over Nelson into right field. Another run for the Mustangs. Brady Arena with the RBI single, and it's 2-0 Mainland. We are right by the Mustangs side, and they're letting them know, and they want more. Here's the cleanup batter, Bruno. He reached on a fielder's choice. In the meantime, we'll have a visit to the mound. So McElhenney is touched up for a couple. Dan Brown, one of the assistant coaches, out to talk to McElhenney. In the meantime, their other assistant coach, Tom Gasse, longtime friend, is the bullpen catcher for the Reading Phillies. And he alternates weeks, and guess what? This was his week. So hello to Tom. I know you're going to watch this later on. So a big spot here. Luca Bruno. Off speed, misses outside. Arena at first. He singled to score Donahue. Donahue singled to score Kamak. And the Mustangs have touched up McElhenney for a pair of runs here in the bottom of the third. That just missed. Two and nothing. That's a strike call. I believe, though, they're running at first base. Bradley is running for Arena after the base hit. So the courtesy runner is inserted for Mainland. So once again, it's Ryan Bradley running at first for Arena, the catcher, and the speed up. Meanwhile, at the plate, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. To short, Keenan with a nice stop and a flip, and they get out of the inning. 2 runs for Mainland. We'll go to the fourth. It's 2-0 Mustangs in the Diamond Classic Final here on BFA. That's Jake Logic, and he's entering his 4th inning of work. And he now has a 2-0 lead. The Mustangs with a pair of runs in the bottom of the third. So for the fourth for the Bulldogs, it'll be 2, 3, and 4. The center fielder, Adam Ross, will lead off.
Number 4, Adam Ross.
He grounded out his first time up. And after this inning, I think we'll check with the writers and get the official pitch count. But neither of them in danger at this point. And the 4th inning starts with a strike. Logic has been doing that often. This one to second. Franchini on the backhand and the bounce. And how about Finn Haynes? None better at first. 1 out. Here's the catcher, Griffin Clark. One strike to Clark. One out, no base runners. Fastball at the knees. And it's 0-2. Two quick strikes to Clark. Just missed. And it's 1-2. And another timeout called at the plate. You know, incidentally, you do not have to give a batter time. It's a request. But, you know. Now the 1-2 from Logic. Off speed, misses, 2-2. See the crowd gathering behind the plate now. We usually estimate somewhere around 3,000, 3,500 at this game every year. 2-2. Got him. Strikeout number 3 for Logic. That's 2 outs in the 4th.
The first baseman, number 37, Jackson Geyer.
Here's Geyer. Bounced to first on his first at bat. And once again, more first pitch strikes from Logic. Like that. One quick strike. Two quick strikes. As I've said before, this is where Logic has everything available to him. He's got Geyer set up. He can go off speed. He can try to paint the corner. My guess here is he's going to try and go away with him here. As Geyer steps in, it'll be an 0-2 pitch coming from Logic. 2 outs, base is empty, top of the 4th. And he got him off speed. Geyer caught looking. Strikeout number 5 for Logic. 1, 2, 3 for the Bulldogs. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th in the BFA championship game here live in the Diamond Classic. 2-0 Mainland.
Kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid.
Going to the Bottom of the fourth here at the Diamond Classic Championship on BFA. 2-0. Mainland has the lead. We'll fix the scoreboard in just a second. I just noticed that. So see if we can fix that. Switch the home and the visitors.
Leading off for Mainland.
I'm not sure what happened if we were watching it the whole time. Anyway, here's Madamba leading off in the fourth. It'll be Madamba, Nudato, and Logic. Madamba with a fly out to center field his first time up here in the bottom of the fourth. Curveball in there, called strike. Think we could just flip that around? Okay. Well, the dugout's at it now. McElhenney, he's got to keep the Mustangs off the board here. He's got to keep it a manageable deficit because Logic is on his game, and the Bulldogs only have 3 more chances. That's foul. Joe Smith with a sachet. I'm sure he'll get a text or two about that maneuver in the coach's box. One will not forget. 2 strikes at the plate to Madamba. That bounces there. And it's 1-2. We can't just flip them or no? No? Okay. So the score is correct. The teams are wrong. We'll fix it. 1-2 pitch. And it's 2-2. Two and two to Madamba. To left field, and it's fairly deep. Bauman back there, and it's gone. A solo home run, Christian Madamba. And it's 3-0. Some good carry out in left field. Here it is again. Fastball right down the middle, and Madamba didn't miss it. And Bowman in left ran out of room. Now the Bulldogs gathering at the mound. And Singleton is going to take McElhenney out. So we've got a pitching change coming up for the Bulldogs. They trail the new pitcher. We don't have a 24. We'll see if we can get it. Oh, it's the designated hitter, James Rowe. So he'll go in the mound, he'll pitch, and we'll come back. 3-0 the score in the bottom of the fourth on BFA.
Always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds. People can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Then it's your chance to be ruthless. That is your chance I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face.
So the new pitcher is the designated hitter who is now into the game, James Rowe.
Number 28,
McElhenney goes 3 innings, 3 runs, and they're all earned. Now Rowe, as a designated hitter, can return back to the designated hitter position if he's removed from the lineup. In the mini event, here is Nadado. Three 0 is the score. Solo home run, Christian Madamba here in the bottom of the 4th. And a ball 1 to Nadado. First base, that one is foul. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Chase that one down low, and it's ball and 2 strikes. Nadado stays off that, and the count is 2-2. Rowe in relief of McElhenney. He's got a tall task in front of him. 3-2. The score is now corrected. There you go. We'll get the logos fixed in a second. We do know that they're not right. Here it comes, the 3-2. Down the middle and a strikeout. Called strike 3. Rowe gets Nadado.
The pitcher, number 8, Jake Logic.
And that's his first. And now here's Logic, who lined to short his first time up. And just look at the lefty Rowe. That one's down the line and left. It's fairly deep. Bowman, but it's foul. We're in the bottom of the 4th. We're at Alcyon Park, the Diamond Classic Championship, live on BFA Sports. Chris Losey and the crew is here. 3-0, Mainland in front. Pushed across 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd, and then a Christian Madamba solo home run. That pitch is outside. 1-1 to Jake Logic. Logic on the mound has been pretty much unhittable thus far. He's only allowed 1 base runner through 4. Here is the 1-1. Missed outside, 2-1. We have 1 out in the 4th. And a run in on a solo home run by Madamba. Foul tip at the plate. It's 2-2. And there's Bob Willman from the center field camera. Second base umpire. Got a piece of that at the plate to stay alive. It's still 2-2. 1 out, no base runners in the 4th. A run across on a solo home run here for Mainland. That's up high. The count is full to Logic, and Haynes is on deck. This one down the line at first. Geyer needs Rowe, and they just got it. Or they didn't get it. He's safe. We have a terrible vantage point. We can't see anything here, but the replay, this should help.
In the courtesy run, number 24, Damon Herschel.
Clearly safe. We got a courtesy runner. Now at first, it'll be Herschel. He's going to run for Logic, but I think he's not going to run for Logic. I think he's going to take him out, and then he's going to re-enter him. So that's not a courtesy runner. That's actually going to be a change. So Herschel will come into the lineup, and then he'll go right back out after he's done running, and Logic will come back to pitch with the re-entry. And look at that. The logos are set. Pat Rush does it again. So there's Joe Smith talking to Finn Haynes at the plate.
Now batting for Mainland, the first baseman, number 32, Finn Haynes.
But I don't, Billy, he could take him out and re-enter him. Oh, boy, I'm being surrounded by baseball coaches who think they know the rules. We'll get into that in a second. Finn Haynes at the plate. Here comes the bunt. Rowe off the mound. One play, and the sacrifice works. It moves Logic up to second, so apparently they did not run for Logic, and they did not make the change. And now it's second with 2 outs. And here's Franchini. He struck out his last time up, but now Joe Smith is going to make another change. And that's interesting. So we'll see what he wants to do here. It still is Logic at second, right, Pat? So that means now you got 2 outs. He can't be a courtesy because he's an offensive player at this point. So this won't work. This will not work. This will not work. That can't.
Run, number 22, Ryan Bradley.
Bradley was married to the catcher, so he's going to get burnt. He's going to get burnt. So what they did was Ryan Bradley, who was the courtesy runner for the catcher arena, is now into the game as a pinch runner for Logic, and then what will happen is Logic will be re-entered for the top of the 5th inning. And Justin Singleton isn't sure if that's right. Apparently he is satisfied with the explanation from Bill Fishman. And here's the scenario we've got. Logic at second. There's 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th. A run in.
Second baseman, number 13, John Franchini.
And Franchini at the plate. Spot for the number 9 hitter and a chance for Rowe to get out of it. Again, Franchini struck out his first time up. It's a bunt, and it's a good one at third base. No play. The throw is late. Solak had no chance. And in the meantime, Bradley moved up to third. And with first and third, with 2 outs, it's the top of the order, and Kamek. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored.
Number 23, Chase Kamek.
So 2 outs, runners at the corners for Mainland. They have a run in, and it's his Rowe. The DH is now on the mound, the lefty. Will step off. Just to see if Kamek was going to square. A little cat and mouse again here in the 4th. Now I got more of that as Griffin Clark will go out to the mound. 3-0 the score. As we look around, it's jam-packed at Alcyon. Sun beginning to set, and that's good news. It's a little cooler at the table. It was bad there for a minute. Now here we go. Kamak at the plate, Bradley at third. Franchini is at first. And a strike call. A chance to get more. And a balk is called. So we'll see that again if we got a replay of that. Now Singleton is going to take it. Let's take a look here. Let's see what we got. It's not a balk. Can you do that again, please, Pat? I think they're talking because apparently the offense initiates the play, so the pitcher is entitled to make a play on a runner. Now, where did he step off? Let's do the replay again, and we'll see it again. And all the media members have now come around to see the monitor, so. Can we back that up, Pat? They're going to count the run. Is this it here? Let's see what we got. No, he stepped behind. He stepped behind. That's not a good call. And it's going to cost them a run. And on the play, Bradley scores. Franchini goes up to second. And that one's in the dirt, ball one. Or ball two, rather. Do we still have that replay that we could rack it up again? Good. I want you, when I tell you, I want you to pause it, and I'm going to bring the guys over to take a look at it. Meanwhile, we got a 1-1 count, 2 runs in for Mainland in the fourth. Look out in the dugout. And it's 1-2. Kev. Step off. Step behind. Step behind. One ball, 2 strikes. Chase Kamak on his way to Quinnipiac. Big pitch here, and it's fouled. So we'll do it again. So Franchini moved up to second on the ball call that scored Bradley. Now, of course, the re-entry will put Logic back into his position, and Bradley will get burned. Meantime, at the plate, it's 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Two and two, and then time at the plate called by Kamak. And we save that replay, and we'll take you to break with that. Chopped, good play by Rowe off the mound, and he throws out Kamak to end the inning. 2 more runs for Mainland, and we will head to the 5th. 4-0 at the Diamond Classic Championship.
Any place that I go, I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
So it'll be 5, 6, and 7 here in the 5th inning for Haddonfield, who now trail 4-0 in the Diamond Classic Championship. James Rowe, the designated hitter, in relief of Finn McElhenney. And Logic continues to pour strike after strike. Top of the 5th. And strike one, as usual, from Logic. This one to center field, and it's fairly deep. It is over Kamak's head. Rowe is going to get into second, and he leads the 5th off with a double. And the Bulldogs need it. Solid double from Rowe, and Solak now at the plate. He struck out his last time up, but Kamak had no chance at that ball. Out in center field. Why not? Boy, that pizza smells good, doesn't it, Pat? Watch this. Fastball out over the plate. Watch Kamak. He had no chance at it. So the Bulldogs have a base runner and nobody out. Here's Solak with Rowe at second. Up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, they almost got Rowe, but no. Bob Wilman on top of the call at second. And not only does he call safe, but he's going to tell him why he was safe. They call him Bruno. He's a good man. Solak is squaring. That's a strike down the middle, and then they throw back. And again, Rowe is safe. It's a strike at the plate, and it's 1-1. This one lifted foul. And it's 1-2. You're looking for some good signs from the Haddonfield side. They're starting to make contact on Logic. And they're going to need to. They trail by 4 here in the top of the 5th. Could this be the inning the Bulldogs answer? One ball and 2 strikes. Missed outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Logic, 3-2. Rowe at second. He led off with a double to the center field wall. And the right fielder, Crooked, on deck. Ball 4 to Solak. And the Bulldogs have their first 2 on here in the 5th, and that'll bring Joe Smith out to the mound. So we still have that balk that I hope we still have racked up, correct? We still have that balk that we have racked up if we ever need it. Okay. So Joe Smith. To the mound. To try to settle Logic down a little bit. Got tagged with a double to start the inning, and then was nowhere near the strike zone on a walk to Solak, and Haddonfield have their first 2 on here in the 5th inning. And now their side starting to get into it. Crooked swings and misses. He struck out his first time up in the 3rd inning. One of the 5 Ks for Logic thus far tonight in this championship game. One and one. Now the 1-1. Missed badly. Logic fooled Crooked. And it's 1-2. Did he go? The appeal. He did. So Crooked strikes out for the 2nd time, and that's 1 out.
The left fielder, number 3, Timmy Bowman.
Tim Bowman. Base hit his first time up. 1st and 2nd for the Bulldogs with 1 out. Ball 1. Joe Smith just sent Brady Arena out to talk to Logic out to the mound, and we can't see if we can see who's throwing for Mainland. Anybody throwing? Nobody throwing. So this is Logic's game right now. Rowe at second, he doubled. Solak at first, he walked, then a strikeout. And at the plate, it's Bowman with a 1-0 count. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Logic with a long stare in. This one to first. Haynes has got it. He'll win the race to the bag. And that's 2 outs. The runners will move up to 2nd and 3rd.
The second baseman, number 2, Leo Nelson.
And it's going to take a 2-out hit from Leo Nelson to get Haddonfield on the board. They trail 4-0. We're in the top of the 5th. We've got 2 outs. And 2nd and 3rd for the Bulldogs. Nelson reached a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. Now Logic will throw from the windup. Seems to be better from the windup. And starts off with a strike. This is an anxious moment for Haddonfield. Just missed outside. 1-1. Two on, two out, the 9-hitter Nelson. And a 1-1 count. 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Big pitch here from Logic. Missed outside. 2-2. The 2-2. Up around his eyes, and the count runs full. Well, you won't have runners moving because you have second and third. Two outs, big pitch for Logic because that clears for Dan Keenan at the top of the order if Nelson can reach. Instead, he looks at strike three, and the inning is over. Logic pitches his way out of it with his sixth strikeout of the game. And we are through 4.5 at the Diamond Classic Championship. 4-0 Mainland on BFA. So we are in the bottom of the fifth inning. Mainland has a 4-0 lead in the Diamond Classic Championship, and Jake Logic pitched out of a jam in the top of the fourth. Haddonfield got their first two runners on, had second and third, and two outs, and a ground ball and a strikeout to end the inning. Donahue. Just outside. Two and 0 to Donahue will be followed by Arena and Bruno here in the fifth inning. The home team, Mainland, up 4-0. And that's Rowe in his second inning of work, the DH, the lefty, onto the mound in relief of Finn McElhenney. And the count now is 3-0 to Donahue. Drove in a run last time up. 1 for 2. There's a strike. 3-1. Three and 2 as, unfortunately, Clark runs out of room.
1 in a million, Doc.
Can I mention that? That's James Mooney up there, just for fun anyway. I did. Jersey Sports on there. Gave me a thumbs up. There you go. You're supposed to avoid the baseball. Right on the dugout roof on the Mainland side, first base side. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch from Rowe here. And we'll do it again. The board here has 3-0, but it is 3-2. And Rowe ready, and here it comes. And it's a called strike 3 at the bottom of the zone. So Rowe gets another one. That's 1 out in the 5th.
The catcher, number 9.
We got a strikeout on this thing or no? Negative. All right, that's all right. No, I got you. No, I knew that. I just was wondering if we had a strikeout. We'll work on that. Brady Arena. RBI single his last time up. That is a strike. 1 out in the 5th. This one lifted to shallow right field. Grunkett, 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 7, Bruno.
Luca Bruno, pair of fielder's choices. Officially 0 for 1. But time is wasting away for the Bulldogs. They've got 2 more chances at logic. Strike 1. I'm a quick study here. I'm figuring this out pretty. Yeah, there you go. It's a lot of buttons to push. Bunt try. And Luca's bunt is going to work. Solak couldn't field it with the bare hand, and that's a bunt single with 2 outs for the cleanup batter. Well, there you have it.
The third baseman, number 2, Christian Madamba.
And now Madamba. And he took McElhenney deep with a solo home run his last time up. He's 1 for 2. 2 outs, Mainland with a base runner at first in the bottom of the 5th. Throw over, they get him, they got him. Luca Bruno picked off by Rowe, and that ends the inning. No runs for the Mustangs as we'll take you to break with this. Fairly easy. You're out. Go to the 6th inning, 4-0. To the top of the sixth we go for Haddonfield. It is the top of the order, Dan Keenan, Adam Ross, and Griffin Clark. Keenan hit the ball hard twice. He's 1 for 2 with a single to right field and a line out to third base. But as I mentioned before, the swings are dwindling. They have 2 more innings to go on logic, and it's a strike to start for Keenan. So the game changer scoreboard is now correct. And there it is, Mainland with the lead. 2 quick strikes. And that was pitch number 69 for Jake Logic. And Keenan asked for some time at the plate from Bill Fishman. It's an 0-2 pitch coming from Logic. He didn't chase it up high, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. This one, the right field. Is there a play? There is a play. Bruno with the catch or no? Are they saying yes or no? We have no idea what happened because we got shielded. So do we have a replay of that? Let's see what happened here. Luca Bruno is in right field. And the ball was sprayed out there.
The center fielder.
And
Adam Ross.
whoa. Bruno came away with it, but he lost the ball as he went up to celebrate. That's not sure about that. Well, as it is, it's a pop foul to right field, and it's 1 out. And here is Adam Ross. Contact on Logic, but he's 0 for 2, and this one is popped up behind shortstop. And coming in is Kamak, and that's 2 outs. Griffin Clark, 0 for 2, 1 of 6 strikeouts for Jake Logic. 1 ball, no strikes. Two strikes. Check that 1-1. There's Logic. Going to the U. One and 2. He chased the slider. Didn't go. 2 and 2. Here's the 2-2 from Logic, and it's up high, and the count runs full to Clark with Jackson Geyer up next. Three-two. Called strike 3, strikeout number 7 for Logic. And the inning is over. No runs for Haddonfield. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. The shutout continues. It's 4-0 Mainland in the Diamond Classic Final on BFA. bottom of the 6th inning, Mainland in control 4-0 in the Diamond Classic Championship. Christian Madamba was at the plate when Luca Bruno got picked off to start the inning. Meanwhile, there's a quick strike. So 1 strike to Madamba. Rowe in his 3rd inning of relief of Finn McElhenney. Strike 2 on the corner. It's a 1-2 pitch coming from Rowe. Outside, 2-2. And now the 2-2. Curveball coming right at us. That's okay, Pat. We got a fence in front of us, but we got a lot of equipment here. Still 2-2. Full count. Missed outside. Nadado waits. Another timeout at the plate. James Rowe. And a 3-2. Ball 4. So Mainland with a leadoff walk here in the 6th by Nadamba, and now here is Nadado.
Number 28, Anthony Nadado.
Justin Singleton is out to the mound again. And is he making a move? He is. So we'll have a pitching change here in the 6th inning. It's 4-0 Mainland in the Diamond Classic Championship, live on BFA. Faust is the new pitcher for the Bulldogs. Right-hander coming in. He's coming into a spot where he already trails 4-0. Mainland with a leadoff base runner. And Anthony Nadato at the plate with Madamba at first, who walked, and he homered tonight as well. So now Faust will work. It's a pickoff try. Bunt try and a ball outside. So 1 ball, no strikes. Mainland with a runner at first to open the 6th inning, nobody out. And a 4-0 lead. Madamba the runner at first, and time is called by the catcher Griffin Clark. There's a look at Madamba at first. And another timeout. Another bunt at the plate. Faust will go to first and just get Nadato. They'll sacrifice Madamba to second with 1 out. And here's Logic. 0 for 1 with a walk.
Jake, Logic.
So now you got Logic at the plate with a runner in scoring position. 4-0, the Mustangs in front. And here's another time call. Bottom of the 6th. And for Haddonfield, well, we're a ways away from that. We'll talk about that when we get closer to that point. Fouled back, 1 strike. Cooled off nicely here in Pitman. Can't say the job that the grounds crew did was nothing short of a miracle with all the rain that we had. This field is in superb condition. One strike pitch from Faust. Misses down and away, 1-1. Madamba is the runner at second. Two and one. What was that? That was interesting. Did that hit Faust? Do we have that, Pat? Let's see if we have it. What happened here? Justin Singleton is back out. Let's see. Oh, my. He tried to do a back pick, and he almost took off Faust's head. And a lull over the crowd here temporarily at Alcyon Park. And on cue, they're back at it in that Mainland dugout. Meanwhile, back at the plate, we've got a 2-1 count. 1 out. And Logic at the plate. This one lifted over second base, but it's going to be caught by Crooked. And that's 2 outs. Now we can talk about the 7th for Haddonfield. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for them. Jackson Geyer, James Rowe, and Will Solak to undoubtedly still face Jake Logic in the top of the 7th. As it stands now, 2 outs, and this is Finn Haynes at the plate. 0 for 2. Sacrifice bunt his last time up. Strike 1. That didn't work. Take out 1. Okay. Wow. Oh, that's how it is. Look at that. Well, now it's not doing it. 1 strike to Haynes. Faust. 2 strikes to Haynes. Oh and 2. Faust's pitch. That's going to find us back here. Clark thinks he's got to play, and he does. And that'll end the inning. So Mainland strands the leadoff runner at second. We go to the 7th. The last chance for Haddonfield. Mainland 3 outs away from the Diamond Classic Championship. Go time for the Mustangs. In the top of the 7th, they are 3 outs away from a Diamond Classic Championship. And as mentioned, it is Geyer, Rowe, and Solak to face Jake Logic, who is nowhere near a pitch count limit right now, and that's chopped down the first base line, and Haynes plays it foul. Geyer caught looking his last time up. 7 strikeouts for Logic tonight. Shutout baseball. He's allowed 2 hits. 3 hits. Missed the one in the 3rd by Keenan. 0-1. Inside. 1-1. Ripped the second and right through Franchini. So Geyer starts the 7th with a sharp single into right. And now here's Rowe, the DH. 4th hit given up by Logic. Rowe stepping in. Smoked a double last time up to center field. 1 for 2 tonight. Strike 1. Ball one. So Geyer at first. A leadoff single here in the 7th. There he is. And 1-1 at the plate. Logic. 2-1. And he wants a different baseball. Two balls and a strike. Solak is on deck. He reached on a walk. That's inside. And it's 3-1. And now he's hearing from Joe Smith where that pitch was. Looked inside to me, didn't it, Pat? Look inside to you. So here's Logic and the 3-1. And that's through for a base hit into center. Geyer will stop at second. And the Bulldogs again have their first two on here in the 7th inning. Joe Smith out to the mound. And the Bulldogs trying to get something going, trying to get that dugout fired up. But obviously Smith is not taking out Logic. Again, did we look, is there anybody in the Mainland bullpen? So we are being told that there is some activity in the Mainland bullpen. There it is. Let's see. '19 is Will Hickman. Will Hickman is warming up in the Mustang bullpen. Meanwhile here, first and second, nobody out. Will Solak at the plate. Strike one. He is 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 strikeouts that Logic posted tonight. Oh, and 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Almost hit in the head. Solak. Nobody in those guys in that dugout will be like, you know, take it, right? Wear that. Yeah, you wear it. 1 and 2 from Logic. Strike 3 right down the middle. It's 8 for Jake. And 1 out in the 7th. Still 2 on. And as of right now, this is Tommy Crooked. And as of right now, the tying run is in the on-deck circle. And that's, I think, where Joe Smith wants to keep him. Strike 1. The 0-1. Missed the slider. 0-2. Logic in a good spot here with Crooked. He has struck out both times he was up tonight. Missed up high. It's 1 and 2. Here it comes, the 1-2. Got him. And the Mustangs are 1 out away. That's 8 strikeouts for Logic. Timmy Bowman, the last chance for Haddonfield. Two outs, first and second for the Bulldogs. Again, they got their first two on, but 2 outs in a row, and now a 1-0 to Bowman. He is 1 for 2 with a base hit. A single in the third. Strike call. 1-1 on the inside part of the plate. 2 on, 2 out. 4-0 Mainland. Missed down. It's 2-1. That Mainland dugout, they are poised to erupt. The 2-1. Lifted to center field. Kamek, and the Mustangs have won the Diamond Classic. What a performance by this Mainland baseball team, and Jake Logic. 5 hits, no runs. Mainland a winner, 4-0 over Haddonfield. Great ball game for Mainland. They are Diamond Classic champions. Congratulations to the Mustangs. Tonight's game was produced and directed by Pat Rush. On camera, we got Charles Hope, Tyrell Dunn. The executive producers of BFA Sports are Jim G., Doug Stasic, and Robert Haydak. For the entire crew, this is Chris Losey. Thanks for joining us. Again, the champions, Mainland, they win 4-0. Good night, everybody.